Hello, and a very warm welcome to another fantastic edition of Lifelines with Mima. Thank you for joining us today. This is the one show where you meet real people, dealing with real issues, and learning every day. Here on Lifelines, we bring you everyday people just like you and I, dealing with situations. That way, you get to learn one or two things if found in a similar situation. Today, however, we're still on the matter of widows, and like I always say, it's something that is close to my heart because I was a widow myself at some point in my life. For that reason, I don't joke with anything that has to do with widows. I have one of them in the house today, and the matter is critical. Let's see. You meet them, and you see what the situation is, and let's see how we can resolve it at the end of the day. It's a good time to call a friend and grab a jotter. It's about to go down. Welcome back. You're still watching Lifelines with Mima. And I have our clients for today. Mr. Gold, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
And Mrs. Ogwona, you are also very welcome.
Thank you, Ma, for having me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, let's get right into it. Sir, I take it you know this woman?
Of course, I know her. She's my late friend's wife, and she works in my hotel.
Okay, I see. How did you meet her husband?
Yes, we met in South Africa in a mutual friend's house party. Okay. And we became inseparable until an incident took place during that xenophobic attack that took place in Johannesburg.
I see. And before his death, did he say anything to you about keeping his family safe, taking care of them or anything?
Well, I can't remember of any. There was nothing like that.
I see. So no property, no money, nothing. He didn't leave anything for his family?
No, he didn't know he was going to die. So there was no preparation for such. So I wouldn't know of any.
I see. Okay, so as his best friend, what kind of assistance have you rendered to his family after his death?
Well, he actually went to Johannesburg, all in the name of greener pastures. And but until his death, he was unable to make any money to establish anything down home. So until the whole incident took place, I was not aware of anything until a day she called me, asking me for assistance. So I pitied her condition and also told her about an hotel I just opened and asked her to come and work there.
Liar. Liar.
Calm down, madam. Madam.
Miserable liar.
Calm down. Sir, your friend's wife here came to us a few days ago with some very serious allegations. So we usually like to hear both sides of each story. And now that you're here, I think she can go ahead and tell us what it is that she's accusing you of. Madam, please go ahead.
Mima.
Yes.
This man here is a very wicked man. Of course, he was the one that broke the news of my husband's death in South Africa. My husband was an orphan. He had just a brother before he died. And the brother wasn't really doing something meaningful. He was struggling as at then. When he told me of my husband's death, I asked him if my husband had anything, any investment, probably finances somewhere for us to eat and feed, at least something to sustain the family. Mr. Jackson here told me no, that he didn't leave any dime before dying.
I see.
I wasn't working. I had to withdraw the kids from their school. I resorted to begging from family friends,
I'm so sorry.
from relations.
I'm truly sorry.
Of course, they helped to an extent, but of course, you know human nature.
Yeah.
It got so bad, our house rent expired. I had nothing, I had nowhere to go to, nothing to do. I decided to look for a job. That was when I remembered that my husband had a bosom friend. A friend, he, both of them were everywhere. They did things, they were really intimate.
We're very close.
And so I picked up the phone and I called Mr. Jackson here. Of course, I related that predicament to him. That was when he told me that he just finished building a hotel. If I could come over and work in the hotel. Of course, I was glad. And I appreciated him for being so kind to us. I told him about the kids, that they are off school. Of course, he paid their school fees and returned them back to school. And then he employed me, of course.
In the same hotel?
In the same hotel.
I see.
And placed me on a salary that is sustaining us.
Okay.
Even up till this moment.
Okay.
Only for just 2 days ago, Mima, as we were having a normal staff meeting with the management,
Yes.
he asked me to go and get a file on his table inside his office.
Okay.
And so on getting there, I checked the table, I didn't see the file. So I decided to check the drawers. I pulled the first drawer. The first file on it, I removed the file. I opened to check the documents he asked me. To my surprise, I stumbled into this. This is C of O.
Okay.
Hotel registration. All these documents have my name
Yes.
as the owner. Not just the C of O, but the owner of this hotel. It is there in the registration.
Wow.
I don't really understand. I can't get it. Please. And Mr. Jackson here has to explain.
Now, baby, what is all this sermon all about? As far as I am concerned, this is nonsense, absolute nonsense. Is this how to tell me thank you for all I have done for you? Eh? Ha!
Sir. So you're saying you know nothing about what she's saying?
Well, as far as I am concerned, I don't know of anything except all I have just told you.
I see. Madam, and you're sure these papers are authentic?
Ask
You
her,
can
ask her,
verify.
ask her. Are you sure these
Look at
papers
them.
are authentic? Eh? Kai.
You're still lying. Stop lying. Please, Mima, you can verify.
Well, I think if there is no other reason for which I
We
am
can
here,
get a
please,
lawyer. You
I
can
think I
verify.
better step out of this space. I can't take this anymore.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll give these documents to my lawyers. They'll have a look at it. They'll verify this information, and we'll take it from there. Will that be okay for now?
Yes, they are better get it sorted out, or else I would be left with no other option than to sort it myself.
We'll sort it out. Madam, just give us a little time. We'll always get to the bottom of this.
Thank you, Ma.
There you have it. We have the documents here. Let's get our lawyers on board. Let's let them do due diligence and find out what the truth is concerning this issue. There's more after the break. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Lifelines with Mima. With me now in my situation room, I have my team members who will be dealing with this matter with me, because I tell you, it's a very sad situation. And the heart of man, they say, is truly, truly wicked. Let me start with you, Malam Ajabo. What do you think?
Hey, wallahi tallahi, in Latin, what has happened, she is called Kwagamaya. Because it's from the belly of the man that she is constantly wicked. But I don't believe it. You must always trust someone in the other part of the world. The man, she didn't do well. How can your parent is trusting you that you should wear a woman that she have loved and even had kids and children? For me, I think she is a fraudster. And the man, the long armpit of the law should cut up with him. If they cut up with him, then put it in cell. Then her eyes will open. But it serves the woman right. Why did she say so? She could have checkmate her husband. You see, these genders, where is supposed they check the man, they don't check.
Why are you always against me?
It's abnormality.
Okay. Madam Betty, what do you think?
I'm just shocked. This woman, I've not seen her fault. Because it's not everything your husband... Everybody here, can you tell me that 100% of what your husband is doing is what you are aware of? You cannot just be putting eye on everything. Only the ones they carry you along with. Okay, this one, her husband meant well. He wanted to surprise his wife. The only thing is, like you said, the heart of a human is what?
It's wicked.
It's wicked. Who can know it? That was what the Bible said. Okay, I will still greet her, oh, congratulations, for her to find out early. There is hope, because...
This could have been 20 years later.
Yes, and probably she may not have, you know, they say so many days for thieves and 1 day for the owner.
The 1 day might never have come.
And it might never come.
The man in question is just a thief. It's just a thief.
I wouldn't sit here and see you call Emma a thief. She has not been proven.
Well, this is not...
The woman was poconosing into the drawer.
Malam Ajabo, the hotel is not yours.
Your
friend, in fact, your friend was trusting you to do something for him. So you just took advantage of the whole situation. Why would you do that? Why would anyone think of doing that?
I'm not in support.
Why would anyone think of doing that? You even had the effrontery to employ the woman. I can't even imagine the kind of position he gave her, because to be sending her to go and pick something, that means it's something even menial.
Yes, yeah, that's going too far, actually. How about you, Chile? What do you think?
Well, it's just a straight thing whereby we just have to know that this attitude is wrong, this attitude is right. So it's just a two-way thing. He has been caught already. Coming to employ the woman is a very bad move for that guy. It's a very bad move.
He wants her to chop her as
because
it's by
you are now robbing Peter. No, he's trying to rob Peter. No, let me just
satisfy his conscience.
He was actually robbing Peter to pay Paul. One. And two, I think while they were building the thing, the man gave up, right? During the xenophobic or whatever crisis. So, and coming to put his money without the woman's consent. I think I think we should take away the blame on that man. Not only the man only, we should blame the man that actually originally owned that hotel. He should be blamed too. Yes, you can't be transacting without a lawyer. You understand?
But he did everything.
Listen to me. There's no way you have property you don't have a lawyer. Now you want to surprise your woman without being logical with strategy towards your business empire.
So, but the thing is this, I think it's critical for us to pay attention to the fact that we as Africans and Nigerians, to be precise, we do not have a culture of writing wills. I'm saying that even us, even women folk, we should develop that culture. Having experienced this before, I was a widow myself, and I lost my husband when I was 23, and he was 37. So nobody actually plans for the death of a 37-year-old man. And for that reason, even after marriage, we were married for 5 years, we had 2 children. He didn't bother to go to change his bank details because all of the accounts were already opened before he married me, and his brother was his next of kin. So after marriage, just out of oversight, he didn't bother. Of course, things he bought, properties he bought after I came into his life and the children were born, those ones we could account for. But when it came to bank accounts, things like that were already there before he got married, he never bothered to go back to check. Another important angle we need to look at is, this is a great lesson for women. The wife was not doing anything as at the time her husband died.
Oh, she is a full housewife.
Yes, she was not doing anything. I mean, when this happened to me, I lost everything. But the only thing that kept me and my little children going was that small job I was doing. I think I just got a job after my NYSC. My salary was, what, 40,000 or something? But that was at least I had a place to go, okay? So for women out there, hey, even if not Gary, go and sell. If it's tomatoes you need to sell, because you know what? Sitting down to depend on anybody, even if it's your father, is not the wisest thing to do. Do we have any last words before we go?
I think you've given it all.
Let's learn from this. I mean, to my guys out there, for my young men out there, there's nothing wrong with having a will. There's nothing wrong with planning for just in case. Nobody's wishing you death, but you know what? It happens to even children. It happens to the best of us, the healthiest of us. You don't have to be sick to plan. And you be careful who your friends are, who you trust, and who you can give your life to, because you know what? They may not feel the same way about you. There's more after this break. Let's see what happens to this guy. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching Lifelines with Mima. We're treating the subject of widow stigmatization today. You're highly welcome to our guest corner. With me now, I have the most delectable Doris Ogala. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have this terrible situation where a friend that was trusted by a guy in South Africa take over the hotel and business of his friend and the family, and now the children are left to suffer with the woman, only for her to find out after being employed as a cleaner in the same hotel her husband built for her, only for her to find out that it was her own hotel. What do you have to say about this kind of situation?
Why did her husband tell her about the hotel?
First mistake. He wanted to surprise her.
Oh.
He wanted to do it like a birthday surprise.
And what happened to the husband?
He was killed in South Africa.
Who killed him?
Xenophobic attacks. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she came in, the friend employed her
Yes.
as a cleaner. She
Yes.
came in and she
Found the document.
the document bearing her name.
Yes.
Whew.
Yeah.
This is bad and terrible. I feel for her because that's wickedness.
Yeah.
That's wickedness. Well, I don't know. To me, my take in it is, I think she has to get a lawyer. She has to get a lawyer, to fight the case, because if she's the owner of the hotel, then the guy needs to come and explain. First of all, let her report to the police.
Okay.
Get the guy arrested. Get a lawyer involved. Let them question the man.
Find out.
Find out how come you're having this hotel is in your
Possession.
and it's not yours. What happened? What was the arrangement? I think the law, courts, is the only place and hope she has now.
Get justice. So thank you. Thank you so much. There you have it. There's more after the break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching Lifelines with Mima. We're still following the story of Mrs. Ogbonna, a widow, and her late husband's friend, Mr. Gold. They came in a while back with a bit of a situation. There's a hotel that Mr. Gold has been managing as his own that Mrs. Ogbonna just discovered may be her own property left behind by her late husband. Unfortunately, he didn't tell her about this hotel because it was supposed to be a surprise, so she was not aware. Now we've taken the papers, we've invited our lawyers, and we're here now with our lawyer to give us the report verifying or denying whatever it is that Mrs. Ogbonna is claiming. Barrister Christabel, you're welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So what do you have for us today?
Okay, so I checked the documents and I ran them on the system.
Okay.
The documents are legit. That hotel belongs to Mrs. Ogbonna.
Oh, wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. So they are legit.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
My husband built a hotel for me,
Yes, he did.
and you had me begging for scraps.
I am sorry.
Excuse me? Like, seriously?
It was the devil's
Did I
work.
hear you well?
Sorry.
Sorry. You said, hold on. Did you say devil? Did I hear you say devil?
Exactly.
You are the devil yourself.
Or more.
You are worse than the devil.
But I am sorry now.
You saw me withdraw my children from school.
That's so sad.
I went hungry. These kids were not eating. We couldn't feed.
I'm so sorry.
I was begging. You made me resent Collins. I thought he left nothing for us. Mima, this man is a devil. Oh.
I'm so sorry.
The heart of a man is wicked. Oh. You are very wicked. I want to assure you, you can never go unpunished. Collins, wherever your spirit may be, haunt this man for life.
Madam.
Strike this man mad.
Madam, stop this. It was
I
unintentional.
will see you
Please,
go mad
please,
on the streets.
Please,
Madam.
please.
I need to ask
He will
you.
pay damages.
I'm sorry.
He
madam.
must pay damages.
Beg her for me,
I'm
please.
sorry, madam.
It was unintentional. Please.
I can't let this just go away like that.
It's not a pleasant thing to
Never.
take in. Okay, sir, let me ask you again. Is there anything else you're hiding from this family? Is there any money, property, anything else your friend gave you that you're hiding from this family?
Apart from the hotel, which was meant to be a surprise, while he works there in Johannesburg, I can't remember of any. Nothing. Remember?
Mima, it's a lie. This man is fraudulent. He's a criminal. He's lying. You have my husband's money.
If there was any other
Give
thing,
us our money.
I
Give
would
me
have-
my husband's money.
I don't
you
have
have
any-
it because you have been lying from the onset. You are a liar. You are devil replica. You will have no peace.
Sir, unfortunately, Madame has decided to press charges. We have the police here already.
Beg her for me now. I said I am sorry. Eh? My wife is pregnant with 7 children. How do I handle them? Please, beg her for me.
Unfortunately, sir, what you did was really bad. And unfortunately, there's no one that's above the law. So you have to go and do your time and face the consequences, unfortunately. I'm
Hey.
sorry. You really shouldn't have done that to her.
Let's see.
There you have it. Sometimes it's tough. Sometimes life is just not fair. But the most unbearable thing is how the heart of man can be wicked to another. As much as possible, let's remember God. Let's be kind to people. There's more after the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. You're still watching Lifelines with Mima. If you're just joining us, you've missed out on quite a bit. But don't worry, you can catch it all on www.lifelineswithmima.com. Before we go, I'd like to leave a little something with you. The issue of widows is something that, as you all know, bothers me seriously. Unfortunately, people take others for granted every day. Across Africa, we are known to be the most religious set of people, yet corruption flows, deceit flows, and so many other horrible things. Understand that whatever goes around comes around, and wherever the truth may be, no matter how long, it will definitely come out one day. As much as possible, kindly, kindly be good to one another. Do unto others only what you want them to do unto you and yours. From all of us here, and until we see you next time, don't forget that you don't need to go through life's issues alone. You know why? Mima cares.